Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I'm just typing here. Good evening, everyone. Uh, Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. Oops, spelled everyone wrong. Alrighty. Oh, actually, the light's a little better today. Oh, I guess that's all I needed to do is just bring this darn thing closer. Okay, so it is. What's today? Monday. Hold on a sec. May 4th. Oh, tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. It's May 5th tomorrow. It's May 4th, Monday, and it is 7:35 p.m. So, here's the update. So, I hate to read the statistics, but I'll have to read the statistics. So, currently there are, wrong one. So, globally, there's 3.582 million. Hello, Miss Chelo Alta. Thank you for joining me. Hope you had a good day. So, confirmed cases is now 3.582 million. 251,510 deaths. May they rest in peace. In America, there's 1.1 million, 68,922 have passed, 1,240 alone, and 1,297 yesterday. There were 22,247 cases today. And so, what is going on in the news around the world? Oh yeah. So I think this is kind of old. So a lot of I guess there are places in around the world that are beginning to open up. I think Italy's beginning to open up. I think Sweden's regretting that they didn't really open up. That's the United States still has the most cases and the most deaths. I think it's followed by Spain. And then Italy, and then it's. But I think Russia is actually now number 8. So there are a lot of cases in Russia. India, I think, is still a little on the low side. It's going up. They're definitely saying that this thing is, at least the WHO anyway, that this is not made in the lab, but it was probably an accident or whatnot. We don't know which one is the truth yet right now, but that'll come up, I'm sure, soon. Let's see. What else is going on around the world? Like I said, a lot of countries are beginning to open up a little bit. Even the United States, we may be opening up a little bit. So let's see. Is there anything going on worldwide that I actually want to mention? Let me just see if I can refresh my memory here real quick. Yeah, not much really. So the United States, not as much news out of Washington State. Just a lot of the states are beginning to open up. I had mentioned their armed militia that are actually wanting to open up the business. They're protesting and they want to open more businesses, as well as Florida and Texas. California, we're still a little tentative, but like I said, they're wanting to open the beaches and certain businesses. I think I should start putting some funny news in here. So locally, statewide, state of California, there's more traffic and on the roads, and the smog is coming back, which sucks. It's getting warmer in Southern California. Let's see what else. So uh, I guess this might be funny, or some people may not find it funny. So actually, there was a Caucasian gentleman, a white person, actually went into a grocery store in Santee, which is a little south from here, south of Los Angeles. It's in the between San Diego and Orange County. I think it might even be Riverside County. So you know how everybody's wearing masks. I was actually joking around and say, hey, maybe you can put a Lone Ranger's mask on, which just kind of covers your eyes. Anyway, so sure enough, I guess yesterday or a couple of days ago, so there's a guy who went grocery shopping with a Ku Klux Klan mask. So if you don't know who the Ku Klux Klan are, they're a white supremacist group, and they usually wear these white pointed hoods that actually cover their necks, and they're usually wearing all white with symbols in the front, and they only have like cutouts for the eyes. So I guess this mofo decided to wear his Ku Klux Klan hat while he went grocery shopping. So much to the dismay of a lot of the shoppers, and I guess they took pictures, and a lot of people were complaining, saying, uh, you know, like the management didn't do anything about it. I don't know if they actually could do anything about it. So I think they're gonna file some felony charges against this guy. So why am I laughing? I mean I think it's so stupid that that actually he actually went shopping in broad daylight. That it's just one of those things. Like, yeah, it's as silly as wearing a Lone Ranger mask and saying you're wearing a mask to fight the COVID. I just thought it was, yeah, maybe it's not as funny to some people. So, yeah, it's that's how nutty the world has gotten. So, oh shit. So, this is what's going on at work. So, I guess we're not busy enough. Well, which we're not. Because we've been doing video conference and telephone instead of in-person visits. So they want us to do more what is called a video conference, which is like a telehealth. It's kind of like a Skype for medical people. And crazy thing about it is that if a doctor calls 8 patients, and I think it's in a month that or maybe it's 8 in a week. Let's just say 8 in a week. That's not a lot. If they do 8 in a week, oh no, it's actually 2 weeks. If they call 8 patients and do a conference in 2 weeks, they get $2,000. So if they call 20 patients, they will actually get more. So how crazy is that? So they're gonna do, they're being incentivized to do these video calls, and they're gonna get an extra $2,000 on top of what their pay for being in their room and talking to you, kind of like how I'm talking to you folks. So, but for nurse practitioners, zero, nada, nothing. Even though we're gonna do the same thing. So I can't believe it. Anyway, I do believe it, because that's just how it is. We're like the redheaded stepchildren. So anyway, so the other thing is that we're gonna start seeing patients probably as walk-ins starting May 18th. So they're gonna open up the doors, and yeah, it's just so we had a meeting today, and yeah, there's just really a lot of uncertainty, like who's gonna do this, how's that gonna affect our flow, what if so one of the temporary lead doctor for where I work, she was kind of like miffed. She says, "What if a patient lies at the screening area and says, no, no, no to everything, and has a negative COVID screen? Because now our COVID screen is just two questions. It's basically, were you in contact with anyone with COVID, and do you have any symptoms? So I guess what happened is that this this doctor who is our temporary lead was saying that one hospital other than ours, there was actually a case where a guy uh, he actually lied at the screening saying, oh yeah, no symptoms, no contact with COVID. So goes to see his doctor, and they're talking for about 20 minutes, and he starts and he's coughing and he's hacking, and then I guess she asked, and I don't know why she asked later on anyway. But I guess, he was coughing and hacking, and it turns out that he was COVID positive, and all this doctor had was just a regular mask. And so the lead doctor was pissed because, how could this person lie? He shouldn't be allowed in. And I guess the patient said, I guess the doctor asked, who was being coughed on, said, why did you tell them? Why did you lie to the people at the screening? So I guess the patient said, well, I knew if I told them the truth, they'd send me to the emergency room and they'd have me wait for a long time. But I thought that if I lied to them, that I could see you really fast, which is what I did. Then I got seen fast. So that's the kind of shit that she was pissed. So the lead doctor was pissed. Guess what? Because that was her sister. So that the doctor that got coughed on is the sister of our um, acting lead doctor. So yeah, so she was miffed. So now she's trying to. She says, "Oh well, we should be refusing." It was like, "Well," it's like I was thinking to myself, "Dude, I already asked that question. It was answered last week. That if they that if they don't cooperate with the screening, we can't allow them in unless it's an emergency." So, but anyway, so that's just part of it. So now it looks like we're going to be helping employee health, who are actually, I think I had mentioned to you guys a few live streams ago, was that they were actually doing like 50, 70 in a day, but it's not every day, but when they do that. So not only are we going to be doing our screening, we're going to be helping employee health, and we're going to be doing dental clinics work. We're going to be testing dental clinic patients. And that's kind of like up to 70 patients per day that they see. So then I said, I basically said, well, what's the worry here? We have two sets of nurses downstairs anyway. They're going to do all the work. And then somebody chimed in and says, oh, well, that would be really cruel. Huh? Why would that be real cruel? So there's 4-hour shifts. So you got 2 4-hour shifts. If there are 80, they get 40, they get 40, and then you get two teams. So that means one team gets 20, the other gets 20, this gets 20, the other gets 20. So anyway, yeah, I said, yeah, you guys figure it out. So, but they said, oh, we should be helping them. Oh, okay. Then you're going to use more PPE, which we don't have. So yeah, so I guess we're going to be doing more swabbing. So the providers said, oh well, the providers can do it too. Okay, whatever. Then I talked to some of the RNs, and they said, oh well, you know what, the RNs can do it and the LVNs can do it anyway. It's like, it's not a big deal. So the doctors were worried more than the nurses. So that's so that looks like we're going to be doing more swabbing. I still don't have my results. Turns out that the team that actually got, I was like the whole team. Remember, I said the whole team up here, the green team, they're all going to get tested. Well, they got their results, and none of them were positive except for that one person who's off for 14 days. So we were waiting for our results. It should be back anywhere between Friday or Monday. Most likely, I'm thinking it may be hopefully Friday, if not on Monday. Other than that, there's really oh yeah, LA still has the most deaths in California, and there's still a high count. And I think they were also saying that I guess they're exhuming a lot of the deceased, and they're finding out that I think this was in France. They actually tested a corpse, and the corpse was positive. And this person had died back in December. So now they're thinking that the COVID might have been around circulating in France ever since December. So more to come on that. Other than that, it's nice and warm outside. It's still light, and so it's not much going on, which is good. And I hope we don't get a second uh, uptick in our cases. We don't get a second wave. And I hope you guys take care and stay safe. So that's it for tonight. And we'll give you another update for tomorrow. Alrighty, take care.